elderly white woman found out that white privilege is not a thing. Oh no, what's we's going to do? Because she is a thoroughbred white girl. Excuse me. I missed an adjective. She's a clean thoroughbred white girl. The jokes tell themselves. The jokes write themselves. Oh, this story is so juicy, and I wanted to wait tomorrow to talk about it, but I can't. So I'm saying to myself, you know what? Why don't we just do this by itself? This story is so good because we got to watch a video to it that we should just basically hold it as its own video. And maybe I'll start doing this on videos. I'm like, hey, no. This deserves its own title. So let me give you guys the short cliff notes to this. This white woman was driving. She had drugs in her car, so she was high and drunk. Almost T-boned another car by going through a stop sign. A white police officer pulls her over, and when she realizes she is going to jail, she started boo-hooing in the back of the car and started talking all kind of nonsense like, I was almost valedictorian. And we're gonna watch the video, but it's just amazing. I'm just saying to myself, girl, shut up. This is not gonna work. By the way, once again, a white police officer arrests another white woman, and this lily white woman, who is, excuse me, a clean thoroughbred white girl, touts that she is, she doesn't deserve to go to jail with these basically, how shall we say it, common folks, okay? This is just what happens when you cuddle your child so much that they don't accept responsibility for their actions. And this is basically common in a lot of households of all races, actually, of all races. Never giving your child discipline, never having your child learn basically accountability. So let's read the story and then we'll watch the video. The video is on this page, and then we'll read the story here. A South Carolina woman stopped on the suspicion of drunk driving allegedly told police they shouldn't arrest her because she's a very clean. I love that part, right? What the fuck did your hygiene have to do with anything, honey? I'm just saying, a very clean, thoroughbred white girl. So I guess if a white woman is Irish or she has them Jews in her and they dirty, that they deserve to go to jail if they break the law like she did. Ciao, bye. Okay, local police say when Lauren Elizabeth Cutshaw, now this sounds like a privileged name. You know she came from upper class. Lauren Elizabeth Cutshaw was pulled over on Saturday. She told the arresting officer not to take her into custody when a test showed her blood alcohol level to be 0.8. Get this heifer was drunk. 0.18% because she was a cheerleader and a sorority girl who graduated from a high accredited university. Oh my God! Okay, I'm not gonna read all of this because we're gonna see this in the clip, because basically they're going over everything she said. We're just gonna see it for ourselves. So I'm just gonna go part to where we talk about the most important part of this case. Cutshaw, who has been identified as a local real estate agent, oh yes, she is used to the high life, told the officer she consumed 2 glasses of wine before driving that night. You know what? When I pull over people who's actually drunk and they're driving drunk, they always like, oh, I only had 1 glass of wine or 1 beer. Come on, we know you've been drinking more than that. All right, and if you're a lightweight, that 1 glass of beer is going to make you that drunk, then you need to leave the alcohol alone. Trust me, I know. Local police also found marijuana. Marijuana is bad. Yeah, it's bad. And rolling paper in Cutshaw's car. Cutshaw told the police she, quote, may have also smoked that evening. Police jailed the woman on charges of drunken driving, speeding, and marijuana possession. Quote, this is from I think the police officer who arrested her. He says, making statements such as these as a means to justify not being arrested are unusual in my experience as a law enforcement officer, and I believe further demonstrate the suspect's level of intoxication. No. It further demonstrates the suspect's level of delusion, honey. No. Not intoxication, delusion. I gotta say it right, excuse me. Her white daddy and her white mommy told her that she should never be accountable for the mistakes she makes in life and that they will always bail her out of trouble. She could do things without any discipline and without being accountable for making bad decisions. And this does your child more harm than it does good. So let's watch this video. South Carolina clean thoroughbred white girl touts career clean record to avoid DUI. I mean, this video is it's golden, y'all. Let's watch it together.
Well, you know that stop sign that you blew through at 60 miles an hour? There was a car that almost went through it right before you did. And if they hadn't seen you coming, you would have T-boned and you could have killed somebody. All right? And then instead,
help so many people.
And instead of a DUI, this would be a felony DUI. You look at 25 years. Okay?
Me?
If you had hit that person and killed them, that was trying to come through that stop sign.
Oh, here we go. By the way, ladies crying around police officers is a waste of time. I'm speaking as a former police officer. I can't tell you how many times I've had girls, I even had a couple of guys cry. We don't care about your tears. Whether they're crocodile tears or they're actually genuine or sincere, crying will never get you out of the situation you're in. I mean, I hate to say this, but it's true. Cops are hard-hearted because they learn early on during their neophyte days, during their rookie years, that when you become soft, you get hurt. And after seeing the, I guess you say, the garbage of humanity, you just become immune to this. We don't give a shit.
Oh my God. I'm going to jail? Really? I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail.
Yep.
I'm really that bad?
Yep.
Are you serious? Really? That's what I mean.
Now, the wonderful thing I love about this police officer, he doesn't engage with her. He just sit there and let her talk. And I told you that is a technique that a lot of police officers practice. We are taught that. We're taught to just shut up and let criminals keep talking. And they will. They'll keep talking and basically keep burying their graves deeper and deeper. So she's the one who's doing all the talking. He doesn't say anything at all. Just listen.
My whole entire life is driving in a car, and I've done nothing wrong.
I'll tell you this, even if I didn't arrest you for DUI, I would have arrested you for reckless driving.
I'm not trying to hurt anyone, I promise. I promise. I promise. I've never been arrested. Can't you see that in your system? Can't you see? I graduated from a really good university. I'm almost a valedictorian. Oh, I've never been arrested my whole life. about to be 33 next week. It's my birthday. I've never been arrested.
What does that have to do with anything? Do you see how none of this has anything to do with the fact that you are drunk? I mean, you are drunk out of your mind on the streets at night, and you actually blew through a stop sign. You almost killed someone. But no, I am a clean, thoroughbred white woman. That's her excuse for being drunk while driving.
Why? I went to a good school. I graduated with 3.8 in my high school. I got to get a scholarship to my college. Aw. Don't you know I've never been arrested? Did you see that on my record? Can you see it? Can you see it? My partner that I work with is a cop. We do good. I promise we do.
This is what you can. If you want to piss off a police officer, tell them that your brother is a cop and your daddy is a cop and your best friend is a police officer or whatever. That makes everything worse. Because if you are related to a police officer or friends with a police officer, you should not even be put in this position, or excuse me, put them in a position where they have to be associated with someone who doesn't obey the law. So that's disrespectful. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Any of you all who are listening to me right now, tell the police officer why you have broken the law, that you are related to a police officer or you have a friend who's a police officer. That's going to do nothing but piss them off, because they're going to think, well, so what? So you mean to tell me you are friends or related to someone who enforced the law, but you think you're above the law because your friends are related to them? Fuck you. Worst thing you could tell a police, well, one of the many worst things you could tell a police officer.
You good? But why are you taking me to the jailhouse? Is it really not worth it? Is it really worth it to take me to the jailhouse? I don't have anything on my record. I just want to do for a living and I drive people around. God, like, it's what I want to do for a living.
Listen how privileged she is. Oh my God, are you going to take me to the jail? They don't call it the jailhouse. They call it jail, girl. Are you going to really take me to the jailhouse? Oh my God, are you really going to? I mean, she's in South Carolina. She sounds like she's straight out of California. These privileged bitches, they all have the same accent. She sounds like Candace Owens. Oh my God, like, are you really gonna arrest me?
Please don't take that away from me. It's not like I had clients in my car.
No accountability. No accountability. None. No accountability.
My record. I was a former student. I was my American high school student. I was an all-American cheerleader. I mean, I didn't miss a beat my whole life. My whole life. I didn't miss a beat.
You missed it this time, girl.
you pulled me over for driving too fast, and you ruined my whole career.
Listen, this is a white version of a didn't do. It's your fault. You pulled me over for breaking the law. You're gonna ruin my career. No accountability whatsoever. This is what I'm saying, kid. Some parents should never have kids, because this is what you produce. This is a white version of a didn't do. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing except for this clean, thoroughbred white woman says that, hey, you're the one who is going to mess up my life, not me. If you just let me drive drunk and going about my businesses, so what if I kill someone? It doesn't matter. I'm a thoroughbred white woman. I gotta get out of jail free pass card because I'm white. No accountability, none. And this is what I'm saying. They always blame the cops of all races. This is not only Denton dudes. You got lily white women like this privileged bitch thinking that she doesn't deserve to be accountable for driving drunk and going to jail. Don't worry, honey. Your privileged parents are going to get you out with a nice lawyer, and I'm sure you're going to get a smack on the wrist. Well, I don't know. South Carolina, your face is all over the internet, so maybe not. We'll see.
Please, I've never been arrested. I've never been in jail. Please, I don't want to know what it's like. I don't want to know what it's like. I'm a pretty girl. Please, don't make me go in there.
What does that? I love this part. I'm a pretty girl. They don't really do that much raping to women in jail in South Carolina. I mean, I'm a pretty girl. Don't put me in jail. What does that say? I'm a pretty white girl? I'm a pretty girl? You know what I'm saying? What I really want to know what she meant by that. You know what I'm saying? Please don't make me go in there. I'm a pretty girl. Come on now. Look, those ugly ass women will freaking just take advantage of a pretty white girl like me. I think out of all the things she said, this was by far the funniest. Not the thoroughbred. This right here is a fun. I'm a pretty girl. Don't send me to jail. I'm too pretty to go to jail. Really?
I've never done anything wrong. I've never done anything wrong, sir. I really haven't. I can't believe I makeup movie.
Okay.
Let's talk food.
Okay, that's it. So this I'll leave a link in the description box below if you want to see the video. But it's comical. I thought this was comical. She did go to jail. I'm sure nothing happened to her. But if I'm sure some Big Martha probably took him, like claimed her and said, "This is my little white girl. Nothing's gonna happen to her, right, honey?" And just start stroking her pretty blonde hair. Oh God! I love stories like this. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and work on the Treehouse News breakdown. But I had to do this video first, so basically, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe. If you're interested in videos like this, I thought this was great, so I'm just gonna start doing, impromptu videos like this on this channel, or maybe the Tater Lovers channel. I don't know yet. But this is something new I decided to do because this video is so great, and I don't want this to prolong the news segment for tomorrow. So with that being said, I will see you all tomorrow at 6 o'clock p.m., which is Friday because today's Thursday. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, for those of you who are new to my channel, I do the Treehouse News starting at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So be sure to join us for the live broadcast of that. Later, taters. She's a clean, thoroughbred white girl. The jokes tell themselves. The jokes write themselves. She's a clean, thoroughbred white girl. The jokes tell themselves. The jokes write themselves.
Oh God! Oh man! Oh, Pauly Shore. What?
She's a clean, thoroughbred white girl. The jokes tell themselves. The jokes write themselves.